everyone. Hope everything's going well. This is Ivan here with Hempton's Garage, and in this episode it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a bunch of compiled clips and hectic shots of me trying to get this Jaguar running and driving for the car show on 4th of July. Now, I hope this video can be an encouragement to all of you who have projects at home that with a little bit of work and a little bit of elbow grease, you too can get these going. And remember guys, you gotta be smarter than what you're working with. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, so we got a little bit of cleaning to do, right? So one of the first things I want to tend to, just because it's right there in the engine bay, is all the chromage, really. So we're gonna clean up this air cleaner here. We got a lot of dips and doos, a little bit of rust and corrosion starting. It's not pretty, you know. So, and me being a hillbilly, you know, I got an easy fix. Okay, you just need a little bit of your mother-in-law's tinfoil and a can of your favorite hot sauce, okay? And you're just gonna spray it on there. You're gonna get yourself a little pinch of that, and you're just gonna start scrubbing, okay? And you gotta trust me, it's gonna work out. Let me show you. Got it soaked down. You just need a little pinch off of that, and I'm just gonna let it. And you're just gonna start going in circles. And you're just gonna keep going around and around and around. Well, I mean, for who it's for, I think we're looking pretty gosh darn good. Gotta find the wing nut. It probably fell off when I was driving. Big whoop. Next to these valve covers, and yeah, move on from there. And after a wee bit of drilling out the heads of the bolts that just wouldn't come out, just shove your vice grips on there. And just turn. And boom. Just like that. Derek would be proud. Got her. This is for Alright, we got the headboard out. We're gonna vacuum up that, and eventually we'll get into this and fix it up a little bit. Well, now that we got that dash out, let's see if we can dress up this a little bit, and this little radio panel and weather controls. And now that that's out of our way, we can see under here, and we can see 2 Phillips bits. We're going to take those out, and this should just pop right out. Alright, now after disconnecting all of our wires, we're left with this. A pretty blank project. We're gonna get to it. Alrighty, so right now we're just gonna take out all of these pieces, and then we're gonna strip all this down to bare metal. And then I'm still at a standstill whether I'm gonna paint this black or paint it like a wood look. We'll see. This, we're gonna see if we can stretch that back. Well, after dismantling the back of it, we still can't get it out. So I went ahead, after a battle, we got it. I just had to back that ring out. I had to use all the brain capacity that I had. Anyway, we're gonna flip this around and I'll show you what we got. All right, so as you can see, she ain't that pretty, but you know, it's a canvas. You know, so I'm thinking we put that into that little sandblaster over there, and then we can make it work, you know? I like it, I do. All right, we're back. So I know it ain't the prettiest, but for a guy who was sandblasting in the dark, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, my light died. I don't know. Problem for tomorrow. Anywho's and ways, I got most of it. Oh, well, most of it, you know, and nothing on the back. But hey, it's okay, because now we got a nice surface, so we'll go from there. And just because we're trying to get a little bit of a better look, we're just going to touch up these rusty frames on here, and we'll get some new wipers, and hopefully we can get them to work. Well, and now that we got everything halfway sandblasted and primed on our professional paint booth, we're one step closer. And then clear coat, and yeah. Hey guys, it's been a little while. We're still trying to get the Jaguar up and running for a good car show, or just to go to town, you know, just enjoy it. It's got some things that need to have attention, but hopefully they can wait. Maybe? No, probably not. Yeah, no, probably not either. So I've done a little bit here. So I got the Mexican seat blanket in. It's looking pretty good, you know. Oh boy. And then right now I got the air compressor going up, trying to sandblast a couple things and get some primer on there. Oh, I think we're good. That or the chuck just popped off, one of the two. Yep, so we got our premium up at the line, fuel pump, woo woo, yeah, whatever. So this little fill tray here had too small of an outlet, so I use my handy dandy spacer, which is just electrical tape, and it works. So hey, we're good, leave that there. And then I took this plate off that held the original pump, and I'm sandblasting that right now and attempting to drill a hole and make it, you know, yeah, don't mind all that. Yeah, go in, beefed up the bit. It kind of took it at one point and was swirling around like a bird, so we're gonna try that again. And oh yeah, light my band-aid. Yeah, me too. Yeah, now we'll go ahead and sandblast this, and yeah. Wow, that's a little dangerous. Oh, my chuck's not straight either. Well, we're gonna get over there and yeah. Well, I successfully, without losing any more fingers, drilled that, sandblasted, and now we're just waiting on the professional paint booth to be done drying. And then we'll slap that thing in. And I don't know, I'm just sitting here on the old bench and thinking about what else I have to do with this. Let's see. Probably tweak the timing a little bit. I want to figure out, I think I have a misfire. Figure that out. Front seat covers, reassemble the dash, figure out what wires I need and don't need, because I'm not the first guy to be in there. Yeah, just touch up the outside a little bit, get some shine juice on that, and yeah, go from there. Well, I painted the bracket the only appropriate color I could use. I mean, I had some black, but you know, that's basic. Got a little note in case anybody else is there in the future, but or for me. I'll go ahead and slap that in there, and yeah. Well, we're all tucked up nicely. Everything's all nice and in, and shoot, I'll turn the key and see if my little splicing works. Yeah. Well, what start is the better question. Oh, pump's going. Oh, there's that hard spot. There we go. There we go. Nice. Oh. I was playing with it off camera, but I think I figured out my timing. So yeah, so you can wiggle the distributor while it's running. So yeah, that's good. It's really good. That's perfect. So we know that pump works now and no other issues. Yeah, we're just gonna keep I keep scrubbing away. I know it's the trunk, but I gotta make it pretty-ish. You know, I'm trying. Alright, is it perfect? No, not even close. But, I mean, you know, we're trying to keep them alive, you know? And yes, I did get a little carried away. The can was still out. Yeah. Well, you know, I'll probably take that out, that way it doesn't go. You know, do that the whole time. But yeah, oh, it's a little wet. Yeah, you know. But yeah, we're gonna pack stuff up here and I think I'll call it a day. Alrighty, well, it's been a little bit. Now that we've got the dash dressed in here, I've used my handy dandy Chrome Don't Get You Home. And I've taped up these heat vents, and we're just gonna do that to the outer side of these vents and we'll get her back in. Well, I don't think I could have gotten any luckier with this vehicle. Let me show you. Because, you know, I'm trying to just, you know, clean up some of the wires, figure out what I need and don't need. And on right here, and I just retaped it, and then you can see there's another one down here. The previous owner labeled it to check engine light. Oh my gosh, it's labeled. Oh baby. Okay, you know, this might not catch on fire the moment I put the key back into it. Maybe. All right. Oh, thank you. All right, now we got most of it all the way. We're kind of getting there. Now I gotta get these top screws. Remember where I put them. Finish up with the small gauge cluster and then put this middle back together and then sort through all of that. Yay. All right, so now for the headboard, I've already put down a sealant to kind of keep it attached to the metal base. And I've used some JB Weld Plasti Weld, and this works really good. I did that on my other headboard too. Put the lines in there. And now we're gonna take this, we're gonna wrap it with what? A school bus seat cover. Into a little bit of an issue. Well, as you can see, this Mountain Dew bottle has some sediment in it, you know. There's obviously something floating on top of something. This is water. This is gas. Yeah. Yeah. Now take this and make that 11 gallons. Yeah, so we had a really big rain a while back, and I went to go start it. Wouldn't start. Wondered why. I looked at the filter. It was nice and cloudy and white and not good. Professionally recycling everything through, making sure nothing's all plugged up or anything. I think I found the culprit from looking at a few forums. These gaskets right here tend to go bad on this plate. And so water will come into here and then it will just sink right into the tank. So I cleaned up this side, still gotta do that side, but I'm gonna put a nice bead of RTV around there and hopefully we'll be good. See, she's all nice and yeah. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there too. Hey guys, we're gonna fix up this little leaky gasket here. We got some goodies here. We got some RTV that we're gonna put around that gasket. We got some ISO heat to help out the gasoline, and then I got this black RTV that we're gonna hook up our window seals with. So we're gonna get at that and we'll see what we can do. Oh, I never said it was gonna be pretty. So we got that all sealed up and around and over this side. So now we're gonna focus our attention on these window seals, front or back and front, and we'll get her squared away. All right, well now we got it hooked up to the battery charger and then we got the pump on right now. We're just letting all that watery fuel get into the gas tank, and then we'll see if we're going to even attempt to put ISO heat on that or just recycle it and put new in. But we're getting there. I have to hook up that kickdown linkage for the trans and then get to these, slap those back on, figure out how to wire it. And yeah, what I'm not liking is this. It just doesn't look nice, you know? What I do like is this. Don't mind the clutter, but yeah. Went ahead and picked up some of these. Figure we'll fit the theme and we'll just, you know, and get that done. Well, they're certainly not perfect, but it's something. I mean, there is a color difference, but we're keeping the same stripe pattern, so we're getting one step closer. Alrighty, guys, so the car show is coming up pretty quickly, so we got to get some stuff done. I do have new oil for the Jag and a filter that'll hopefully fit it. We're gonna see. I've got some shine juice for the outside. We're gonna make it all look pretty. And I've got some new valve cover gaskets to hopefully slow down the Chevy leak. Yeah. These are our goodies. We got the heavyweight racing oil because, you know, she's gonna do a 1/4 mile pretty good. Yep. We're gonna verify that's charging so we don't get stranded in the parade, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. Oh, okay. It's black, you know. Could be any color. Okay. Usually that sometimes they're magnetic. I don't see too much shininess, so I think we're gonna be good. Doesn't need a floor pan at all, by the way. That's just, oh yeah, see that? That's a factory, you know. No, but I mean, honestly, it's looking pretty good. Oh, hold that bushings. That's okay. That's okay. It's just so low. Oh, we got a green torque converter. Oh, which was just a little Simba. There we go. Well, we got these buggers off. Those gaskets were toast. But, yeah, there they are. You know, everything's there, so that's good. Yay! You know, we've got a few that are a little, okay, they got some wiggle. That'll probably be some of our noise. So I'll go ahead and assess and dress those up really quickly here. I'm gonna clean up the intake a little bit, make sure this surface is all good. Maybe get some numbers for these heads. And, oh yeah, the oil was just blacker than black. Had an old Fram on it, so you know it was good. But, yep. So we're going to get that changed out. We'll start her up and see how she runs. I will say before I go any further, I do want to clean these up, you know, and just get them a little more nicer, you know, and get that inside. I mean, really, we have a good base, but, I mean, yeah, we'll get all this pretty shined up, take care of some rough spots, and see what we can do with them. Alrighty, so now we've gotten the Jag a nice oil change. It's got fresh valve cover gaskets, and we have yet to tweak the timing a little bit. But before we do all that, I did just scrub it down and clean it, and we're gonna try out Vice Grips Garage Shine Juice and see how we're doing. Today's the day. Today's the car show. Oh, let's get into it. We've got her all shine juiced up. I gotta blow off some dust from it though. A few things we gotta dress up a little bit, and then we can get on with our way. It wouldn't be a proper day if we weren't fixing some trim pieces with zip ties. Yes, there is a screw hole there, but I got my universal screw, so yeah. The thing that we're gonna fix is this weird connectors. So we're piggybacking off of the starter and then of course the relay, but they went from a side post and they just said, well, let's just put it on one screw and put it there. Horrible connection, doesn't really work. We're gonna cut this, hopefully have enough to stretch it into here, and boop, we'll go back on. Well, everyone, we did it. The car show was a success. She held up pretty well. Toward the end there, we did overheat in the parade, but that was to be expected. The I mean, I'm debating between it either being the coolant cap or the actual stem spout. Something's leaking there. You can visually see it, but problem for down the road. She starts up great. I just put another battery in it. Had it running a few minutes ago. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. A lot of hard work. A lot of stupidity. A lot of this might work. We'll see. You know? But we did it. It's come a long way. It still has a long way to go. But I appreciate you all for following along. And if you want to see more, let me know.